On the last video of the Turbo R18 blown motor rebuild, we took off the engine oil pan. We inspected what is going on in the depths of the R18 engine, and to our knowledge we find out that we bent a rod in cylinder number 1.
You can tell the torque right away, man. By one gear, you're already car length and fucking pulling, man. And I'm same start and everything, you know what I mean? Very nice. Sounds fucking sick, dude.
What's going on, KID family? Welcome back to the channel. I think this is like day 3 of the Turbo R18 blow motor or knocking motor teardown. At this point, guys, I've decided whether I replace the motor or whether I rebuild that broken rod. I gotta disassemble a lot of these things. The turbo is not gonna stay on the vehicle no matter what route we take, because I realize the importance of having a reliable source of transportation to and from work. It's been a nightmare, absolutely. Dropping off my dad at his buddy's house super early in the morning, driving to work, coming back home, trying to work on this car. It's just been a nightmare. Today's plans, let me tell you what today's plans are. Today's plans are to drain the coolant, and we're gonna take off the whole exhaust, turbo manifold, the turbo, the intercooler piping. All this is coming off. We may drop the bumper, take off the intercooler and all the accessories there, just to have that out of the way. And what else we may do? We're gonna try to see if we can start loosening some of these accessory items here, like the water pump pulley, the belt tensioner here, just so we have more access, because this timing cover will have to come off so we can get rid of the timing chain, and then we'll have to lift the head. Not all today guys, but we're definitely gonna get rid of most of the turbocharger components. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be sad to see the turbocharger go. I'm still currently looking at vehicles, trying to see what's out there, but the market is absolutely garbage. New cars way overpriced, used cars even overpriced even more. It's a nightmare, man. You don't know what you got till it's gone. And yeah, like this car, this condition and everything, it's probably worth a lot in this market. So I'm hoping to get it back up on its feet, maybe sell the vehicle after that, just for peace of mind, and hopefully nothing else happens bad. But yeah, hopefully you guys are keeping up with the videos, and this is what's going on. This is reality. This was my daily driver. Did I want this to happen? Absolutely not. Did I think this was going to happen? With the tuning and everything, low boost, I didn't think this was going to happen, but you get what you get, and you don't get upset. I just actually changed the coolant lines for the turbo not too long ago, and I had brand new coolant in there, so I'm definitely trying to salvage the coolant here. We'll let that drain. Alright guys, I got the coolant lines disconnected from the turbo that go into the radiator hose tap. I started disconnecting the charge pipe, the blow off valve wire that went to the intake manifold. Got some blood out here, blood, sweat, and tears. I got the intercooler piping disconnected on both ends over here. So turbo drain line is already disconnected, so she's really ready to be just pulled out. I also disconnected the secondary oxygen sensor that I had made, and that's it. All in one piece, boys. All in one piece. Where can we put this? Sheesh, there it is. There it is. See, I got the secondary oxygen sensor hooked up to the down pipe. Man, she was a beautiful thing. Look at that. And look at the beauty of it. Spins. Literally no shaft play. I gotta say, this turbo held up decently. I don't know about the exhaust side and the seal there, but overall, look pretty good. Pretty good. And look how empty she is here. Look how empty she is. Yep, nothing but to slowly remove everything. This stuff most likely will be for sale. Again, all this is just a bolt-on kit at this point. The intercooler piping and whatnot all works the way it is set up right now. I had to make a few adjustments when I got it, but it certainly works. Pretty much setting up the whole system right here for you guys. Sheesh. All right. I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I have my transmission cooler over here. I may just keep the transmission cooler installed. It's always gonna benefit the car regardless. There it is. There it is. Last piece to the puzzle. Sheesh. Are you serious right now? I gotta give all this up. Man. Amazing little kit though. I'm not gonna lie, this was an amazing turbo kit, and it just doesn't hit the same. It just does not hit the same anymore, guys. Whew. Whew, 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 whew. Okay, good timing, good timing. I'll take the T-tap off. You can see the T-tap for the oil feed disconnected. Plug back the oil pressure sensor there. I'm also gonna throw in a light there in my camera just to see if the valves were leaking at any point, because you'll be able to see valves leaking over there. And yeah, not bad progress today. All right, got everything organized. This is where we're at right now. We just crawled to the bottom of the motor, and we actually undid. This is a 12-point socket, 10 mil. We undid the rod cap. The rod cap separated don't know if you guys can see it, but it already separated right there easily. So I just want to remove it, inspect the bearing, and hope for the best. Trying to get you guys some decent lighting here, but it's not the best. All right, guys. Well, that's about it. I pulled the valve cover off again just to rotate the engine and check the timing. Started disconnecting the fuel injectors and all these other sensors that I could see there under the vehicle. Like you guys are aware, under the vehicle, nothing has much changed. Again, cylinder 1 is the most bent one. I was kind of looking at 3 to see if cylinder 3 is bent at all, but I mean 1 is obvious, so I'm gonna go Hail Mary with 1 and call that one the problematic area. I did take off that bearing and that rod cap, and I'll overlay a video of that from my iPhone. Bearing looks good. Nothing is spun, no spun bearings, nothing of that sort. So that is good. The crank though has a little bit of marrowing on it, and I'll probably show you guys that another time. The problem is here I gotta stay organized. So right now I'm probably gonna do the next hour. I'm gonna try organizing these bolts here, especially the stuff we already took off, alternator bolts and oil pan bolts and all these other bolts here. We have to Ziploc bag them, keep them organized, so you know it's easy taking these things off, but once it comes down to putting everything back together, that's going to be the problem area. So I'm going to call it a wrap for today, guys, on the video. Decent progress, I guess. You know, like I mentioned before, I gotta one way or another either engine swap or have to do this. I prefer to do this rebuild in a way because it's more in-depth than doing the engine swap, but who the hell knows, man. I'm optimistic, which is not usually me, but I think I can get this done. The problem is, again, the machine shops and all this, I don't know to what extent I have to get the head decked to make sure it's nice and even and flat. We're going to be dealing with a lot here, especially pulling off this head. I think pulling off this head is going to be a pretty big nightmare here. And I'm just kind of gauging what I have to do. Probably go on, once I clean this up, go on YouTube and check out a few videos on how it's done so we can make more progress tomorrow. And on that note, guys, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the channel to show support. I'm taking any donations and gratuity on Venmo or PayPal if you guys want to donate for the cause. I appreciate that greatly. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.
I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true.